Okay, so you arrive at the Great Hall for the departure feast.
I don't.
Yes, you do.
Damn it.
Or you'll be beheaded, you turd.
I'll help.
This weak minister will help.
Minister? Minster?
Yeah, minister. The maester.
Maester. And so, everyone, it's not a super fancy feast, because it never is in House Mechanist, because you guys don't have a lot, but what you do have, you're fairly modest. So there's like a nice boar, and there's some nice, like different like potato pies and things like that. There's a couple of nice fish dishes because you are right by the sea, but nothing super extravagant. There is a nice summer ale, like a barley ale, that is served along with everything. And yeah, so I specifically need to know how much you guys drink and anything else you want to do while you're at the feast.
I don't drink.
You don't drink anything except water.
Yep.
Okay.
I'd like a pint of that nice ale.
Okay.
I'll drink a pint with Bob and mostly sit sort of on the sidelines observing.
I drink coffee.
No. Coffee's not a thing.
You might could get a tea.
I drink tea.
Herbal tea.
Can I also have my pipe with me?
You can't. You have to wait until after.
Damn. Okay.
Recently, Westeros passed new anti-inside smoking laws.
Yeah.
No, Westeros has horrible smoking laws. As in none. So yeah, but you're gonna wait until after, like when everybody's drinking, because the feast, like people are bringing out new dishes and you guys are eating and talking and looking at each other and having a good time. But eventually they stop bringing out new dishes and everybody gets full, so everybody's kind of just sitting around drinking, enjoying in forms of merriment.
I drink tea.
There's no tea.
He could get
There is
tea
no tea.
imported from Dorne.
No tea.
I bring my own satchel of tea.
No,
Just
you
a
don't.
little bag of tea.
No,
And
you don't. You're not allowed to teabag anything.
Dude, this is literally what you're drinking the night before we leave. Just drink something on tap.
I'm alright.
Your choices are water or wine or ale.
Okay, I'm slightly sloshed by now. I'm gonna go and tell him to go drink something.
I drink water.
Okay.
And I accept my life as water.
Have to roll.
Okay. Yeah. So we're going to start a standard intrigue between the two of you. So grab your.
I can't, so you should know, I have the blood of the wildlings and can't be swayed by noblemen.
He's not a nobleman.
Okay, but I can't be swayed by roles like that.
Okay. He's not a nobleman though.
Okay.
So he's fine. So both of you need to roll status.
So status is 4.
But you roll 5 because you have +1 status for when you start intrigue.
I got a 4.
So you rolled a 4?
Yeah.
I rolled a lot higher than a 4.
Okay,
So I have
you
5
start.
dice.
So
How
you
many
start.
do you get to use?
I have status 4 plus 1. That's 5 dice, isn't it?
That's 5 dice.
Yeah.
So I need to know both of your guys' intrigue, defense, and composure.
How do I find entering defense?
Should be on your character sheet.
It's right here.
Right here.
Mine's a 9.
Okay. Yep. Intrigue, defense, and composure is 15. Okay. So like your intrigue defense is basically like your talking attack, and your composure is like your talking health. Now, the other thing you need to consider is your dispositions to one another. And you guys are in very good terms, so you have to choose between affectionate or friendly.
I feel like he's very friendly right now. He's kind of drunk, so I feel like you're being very friendly.
That's up for both of you to decide. Only you guys can determine
Which is stronger,
dispositions.
affectionate or over friendly?
Friendly is going to give you more, like, talking armor
Friendly.
than affectionate. Okay, so you're friendly. So you have a talking armor of 2, a deception modifier of -1, and a perception modifier of +3.
Should I be writing this down?
You should probably jot this down in notes someplace.
This is for everyone or just him?
for just you during this interaction with him.
Okay, so tell me that again for this.
Your armor, your like intrigue armor is 2. Your deception modifier is -1, and your persuasion modifier is +3. Meaning, whatever he says is going to affect you a lot more than somebody you don't like. But you can't easily lie to him. But you can easily convince him, like honesty,
Okay.
honest sort of groups. And then you have to pick your disposition towards him.
Would it be friendly as well?
It would be friendly or affectionate.
Okay, friendly.
Okay, so the same thing for you. Your armor rating is, your intrigue armor is 2, your deception is -1, and your persuasion is +3.
So we add the intrigue armor to our composure?
You subtract your intrigue armor from whatever his roll against you is going to be.
What is the last one?
Persuasion mod is +3.
Thank you.
So you can more easily persuade him.
And so I can also more easily persuade you.
Yeah. Okay, and since you rolled a higher status thing, you go first.
Okay, so
I'm gonna say I'm sitting there with my water, watching him just muddle his way over here with his drink kind of sloshing all over
I've had
the
one
place.
pint.
You're not slosh, but you're tipsy. You're
Yeah.
pretty.
Okay,
you're feeling
cool.
good.
Okay, so I rolled a 13.
You're first. It doesn't matter.
First, I need to know, what technique you're using. So, how are you talking to him?
Convince.
So you're using convince. Okay.
God, I swear.
You're gonna eat drink if
Okay.
I'm doing
So then, what do you say to him?
you should have a pint too.
Does he have to roll?
So, what'd you roll?
I rolled 13.
You rolled 13. What's your intrigue defense?
9.
Okay, so he succeeds, and he succeeds with one degree. What is that? 4?
Yes.
Yeah, so you succeed with 1 degree of 1 critical degree. So what that means is
I love that this is our first intrigue test of the game.
Drink alcohol.
Drink.
so then 13. So then what's your persuasion?
My persuasion is 3, but I think I get 1 for, and then I have convince 1. So I have persuasion 3, convince 1, and
Okay, what's your will rank?
4.
4. So you got him with 4. Your 4 influence, and you got 1 degree of success. So, but that's just 4 times 1. So that's just still 4. So then do 4 minus whatever your intrigue armor is, and then subtract that number from your composure.
My intrigue armor.
Yep. Your DR.
I
So
have no idea.
we both had 2 intrigue,
Intrigue
armor.
defense?
Yeah, it's like your intrigue. Or intrigue defense is more like how hard anything is gonna hit. It's like combat defense. So it's the number
We
that
both
you
did
need to roll.
friendly. We both did friendly, so we each have 2 intrigue armor.
Yeah.
Right, you both have 2 intrigue armor. Also, I just forgot that you used a persuasion. You have a persuasion 3. So how much did you? Okay, so you had a 4.
Yes.
What's your will rank?
My will rank is 4.
Your will rank is 4, so then plus 3 to that because of your persuasion
7.
modifier, so 7. So then you subtract your intrigue armor, your DR from that.
So that was
So
2.
that's 5. So subtract 5 from your composure.
5 from my composure.
Yeah.
Okay. My composure is 6, so I have a 1.
You have 1. So you're almost completely convinced, but not quite. So now's your turn. You can get back at him.
Okay.
So what are you going to use? Are you going to try to convince him to
I'm
leave
gonna
you
use
alone?
persuasion.
Okay, you're going to use persuasion.
And I'm gonna tell him. We have a long day's ride tomorrow. I would like to be alert to keep our traveling caravan safe and head there without any issues and be able to see what's going on. And I try not to drink before a journey.
Okay.
So roll.
Persuasion.
Is it persuasion is just how many dice?
However many your ability says.
2.
Probably just 2. And 4
You rolled a 4, and what's your intrigue
plus
defense?
3.
My intrigue
7.
defense or my armor?
Your intrigue defense.
13.
Yeah, I
13.
got a 7.
You failed.
Okay. I call for a pint.
No, he hasn't convinced you yet. Now it's your turn. You need to hit him again.
So I roll for persuasion?
You need to roll for persuasion, and also tell me what you're saying. Your comeback.
Oh,
You'll sleep
God.
it off.
Okay.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 16.
And what's your intrigue defense?
11.
Okay. Okay, so that succeeds with 1 or with 2 degrees. So your will is 4. That means a hit for 8.
Plus persuasion is 3.
Plus persuasion is 3, so that's 11. So minus 2 from that, so it's 9. So your composure is negative 8. You're calling for a pint, bro.
Or 3.
I call for a pint. Oh man, that was great.
Totally an indication of things to come.
That was
Okay.
bad.
How many pints are you going to drink now? You're going to roll a d6.
I got a 1.
Good.
You're only going to drink 1. Okay. So, as you're drinking your pint, and everything is sort of winding down for the evening, people start making toasts, like for honor, and for glory, and for House Mechanist, and things like that. So if you have any toasts you want to do, you should say that now.
For clean shots and killing the enemy, I drink it all down in one gulp. For I am 8th, the clean shot, and I miss none of my shots.
It's a really long toast. That's fine. I'm gonna make a roll persuasion now.
Cool. Oh,
Who is
God.
he persuading?
Everyone
Everyone else.
that he's
To
serious.
toast.
Oh, 6, 7.
7. Alright, you succeed. So everyone says, yeah!
Yeah!
Anybody else?
Yeah,
I
you all
just
better
snort
come up
from
with
the corner,
good.
noting that my companion is now drunk.
Towards long life and a safe return. I mean, not probably likely in this universe, but what the hell? Test anyway.
Okay, roll persuasion.
3 dice. Ooh,
Oh.
4.
I hope it
4, you
succeeds.
still succeed.
Oh, thank God.
I've been
We're all
doing a
gonna think
routine
we're gonna
success
die.
for all of you. It's 3, so if you roll less than 3,
I have 3 dice.
yeah, well, it's the lowest, one of the lowest possible rolls you could have got. Ulrich, Barabana?
No, I'm pretty quiet.
Okay,
People don't like me much because I'm a wildling.
just gonna sulk in the corner. Now,
I was 2, by the way.
No,
I was
I
going to
should
drink my
say-
water and be okay.
yeah, I should say House Mechanist is kind of weird because we're a lot more Martin Luther King-esque. We don't really care where you came from. We don't really care. We don't really care like your personality as much, as long as you contribute and you have great skill and discipline, which is our house motto. Is great skill and discipline.
Well, I'm a middle-aged woman that's never had a family and never really formed any strong bonds with anyone.
This is really depressing.
So I'm keep pretty much to myself.
Darkness.
No, family.
Wildling slave parents. No money doesn't make it better.
No money.
Okay.
I have one more thing I'd like to do at this gathering.
Go for it.
I would like to ask Lord Sassy if he has any special tasks for us while we are there.
Don't die.
I would like to ask around the room to see if anyone has heard any news about information.
Okay. No, that's good. That's good. I like that. Let me go to... You're going to roll... Oh... I forgot if that's awareness or if that's... No, it's awareness. So you're going to roll awareness.
Language?
No, not language.
You're not going to make him roll agility to see if he falls in his face as he's walking around the room?
No, you're just listening, right? You're not walking around listening.
So would it be awareness?
So yeah, it's awareness.
I have a 4.
And how long?
Don't worry, I can't read your handwriting.
I got a 10.
Yay! You got a 10?
A 10.
GG. Okay, let me see real fast. Wait. How much? Oh, yeah. So the difficulty was 3, so you succeeded with 2 critical degrees. So you can have 2 rumors. Roll a d20.
I don't know what I rolled.
7.
Roll a 7. Okay.
He read it, now he has to incorporate it into whatever he's trying to do.
You hear someone kind of in the back say, "Nay, Lord Stannis will not be pried away from the Stormlands to attend this tourney. There's still bad blood between him and the king, and you know what they say about bad blood among family."
Okay, do you want me to roll another one?
No, I'm gonna give you one.
Are you sure?
So, you hear another person say, "Marita Lugas is engaged to Langley Woods. It will be formally announced at the tournament. Langley is nervous, and rightly so, since the mysterious deaths of Marita's 2 last husbands. They call her the Black Widow."
Is everybody allowed to know these things?
Just me.
Not necessarily, just him. But I don't have any of these prepared, so it's up to him to either keep this information or tell everyone.
I'd probably tell our guys. Sorry.
What
You
if
and I don't know each other very well. And I don't talk to you very often.
I just made you drink.
Yeah.
Would it mess everything up if I also rolled?
No,
too?
not at all.
I would like to also
Do it.
Eavesdrop.
Roll awareness.
roll awareness, 4 dice. Ouch. 9.
9. Okay, so you also succeed, and with 2 critical degrees. So roll a d20.
3.
3. Okay. So you hear, "This Reuben Piper traveling with House Dannett is a wealthy merchant betrothed to Iris Dannett. At least he was until she disappeared."
Do you want me to write that down or
Of
no?
course, if I was promised to that fat old man, I would disappear too.
Yes.
Say that one more time for me.
Reuben Piper, who is traveling with House Dannett, he's a wealthy merchant, and he was betrothed to Iris Dannett, but she disappeared.
Okay.
And then you also hear, as another rumor, you hear that the Fox Knight has been spotted south of here.
Can I roll knowledge to see if I know who the Fox Knight is?
Yes, you can. You can roll knowledge, heraldry if you have that specialty,
I do not.
or you can roll status.
I have I can do status. I don't have heraldry.
What is their name?
You don't need it. It just
The
helps.
Fox, was it?
Fox Knight.
Fox Knight.
Fox Knight. Okay, so status is 4 and knowledge is 4. There's not really a difference either way.
Do it.
Okay, I'm gonna roll status.
Okay.
Right.
Great number.
14.
So you know that the Fox Knight is what they call a really old guy. He's Lord RK. He's from House RK. RK is a Reach. Is an older house in the Reach, and it's very crumbling. You know that House RK very strongly supported the Targaryens, and so when Robert's Rebellion and the current king revolutioned and took over the kingdom, and the Targaryens lost, the former kings, the former ruling house, House RK has fallen into much abandon, and so they just called the last RK, Lord RK, the Fox Knight, because RK's sigil is a black fox on an orange field.
Cool.
And he mostly just runs around doing bandity sort of things.
Basic bandit stuff. Basic white boy bandit.
So he's a little better at banditing. He's a little more well known than just like normal bandits.
Pretty much like Ice is the same way as being the biggest guy ever.
Yeah, sort of. So yeah.
Okay,
That's
cool.
I would like to approach Lord Sassy,
Okay.
ask for permission and money to buy a new broodmare in King's Landing.
Okay. I'm just going to do a simple intrigue, so you have to roll persuasion, and if you get above 6.
Yeah, that's 9.
9. Okay. So he says yes.
Okay.
And he tells you to get the money from the seneschal. It's kind of like the house treasurer.
Sorry.
Anything else? Anybody else?
I would also I'd also like to talk to Lord Sassy and ask him, I protect your lands, and I'm going to be traveling through these lands, and I know more of these lands than you do, but you also have more troops sent out. Have you heard anything among your lands that would be most helpful for our journey?
Nothing of note.
Thank you.
I am due to get a report of possibly some wildling trouble from House Glover in the morning, but it shouldn't be anything. It should be fairly routine.
Okay. And I would like to make note that when I ask you, I don't talk to you face to face. I actually come up next to you and ask you very quietly. I'm one of those people who
What are you doing?
keeps my things to myself and try and keep information close to
I
hand.
hope you keep your things to yourself unless other people say it's okay.
Wow. Okay. So yeah, get what you wanted. Okay. So does anybody else have anything else?
Ulrich?
Yeah, especially Uruk? Nope. You're just gonna sit over there.
Yep.
Darkness, no parents.
Big hulking tree.
Okay, so as the evening is finally winding down, people start chanting and bashing all of their mugs on the table and yelling, "Speech, speech, speech!" And so Lord Sassy gets up and he stands up to where he normally would sit at the race lord's table, though he was sitting down eating with everybody else. So Lord Sassy gets up to make his speech, and he says, many of you have heard this tale before, but it's always worth hearing again. After King Robert Baratheon was crowned, then the Iron Islands under the Greyjoys decided to revolt. So King Robert took the Northern and Vale forces along with his Stormlands forces to the Iron Islands to squash the rebellion. And I, of course, along with our Mechanist troops, were a part of Eddard Stark's forces because he's our liege lord. So on the first day, we assaulted the beaches, and it was horribly bloody, getting off of the boats and onto the island of Pike. And I was in the front lines, but I was flanked, and some big bastard, I think it was a Lugus spawn, hit me in the head from my side with the flat of his blade, and I was knocked out. And when I woke up that evening, I found that my shield had been stolen. I always used to carry a tower shield and my Valyrian steel battle axe. But on that next day, I was shieldless. I was wielding my battle axe in both hands because I did not have time to grab a new shield. And when we assaulted the walls of Pike, I was third up, and I saw an Iron Man before me, and he had his own shield and sword, and so I raised my battle axe with both hands and brought it down onto his skull, and the only reason I was able to split him in two is because I was wielding my axe with two hands instead of one. All of that to say, it is amazing what you can do with great skill and discipline, and don't always count negative things as negatives.
Right.
Things happen for a purpose. So there you go.